What's going on? So, kind of thought up some topics the other day, and I actually wrote them down this time. So, got a few ideas in the can, so to say, not the toilet, but in the works. So, first one I wanted to talk about is street photography dead? And I know there's a vlog channel, but I kind of this is just my anything goes channel. Talk about whatever I want to talk about, kind of thing. So that's why these vlogs aren't really vlogs, but they're kind of just yeah, my videos, my stuff, my perspective. I guess when you get down to the meat of it, that's what a vlog is. It's the world kind of from my eyes. So titled this one is Street Photography Dead. And I remember maybe 5 years ago, I guess, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, whatever. But I used to watch Digital Rev, and they used to, every time they test a camera, they'd pretty much be testing it and showing it to you in I think in Hong Kong is where they were testing the cameras, but they were always doing street photography and stuff, and that's what kind of introduced me to the whole genre of street photography. And put my phone on silent or vibrate or something, because it's already will make noise. So I've done a fair amount of traveling, and I've noticed, like, you'll be in, and even close to home, like, you'll be in cities and stuff, and there'll be people taking pictures, but it seems most people are taking pictures of their family, or if it's Christmas time, some Christmas lights or Christmas trees, or or something to do with the holiday that's being celebrated. Um, but you look at some at other people's street photography stuff, and taking photos of homeless people, and I'm not picking on that, but you're taking pictures of homeless people, you're taking pictures in people's shops, of somebody filleting a fish, or the barista at a coffee shop, and all the trips I've been on, I've never. It's like I've seen people taking pictures, but I've never seen anybody. I've just never seen street photography taking place, and maybe it's something that's just not done as widely in America. And I guess that too could be looked at with, like, vlogging and stuff. I mean, there's plenty of people that are making vlogs on YouTube, but I've never been walking through the grocery store and see the people in front of me holding the camera, or have a camera set up on the conveyor belt, you know, getting a little bit of B-roll for their of their groceries. So it's like, I don't know if it's so much like street photography is dead, or if it's just maybe it just never, maybe it's not this massively widespread thing, like like it looks like, or maybe it is just losing popularity, or maybe it's something that's more common in other countries, and in the United States it's just not a big thing, you know. Which I could definitely see that being the case, because you know whenever you read stories about stuff, it's like, I would, if that person would have done that to me, it's very innocent things. It's like, oh, if they'd have done that to me, I'd have sued them, or I'd do this or I would do this, and it's, maybe there's, I know that attitude really doesn't exist in other countries. May exist in some, but it's probably, from my understanding, it's not as widespread. There's not attorney commercials every time you turn around, and there's not even pharmaceutical commercials as much as here. So, it could be that, it's just a different, it's just I guess the dynamic is different. I guess that's the right word. Anytime I've been on vacation, I mean, I've taken pictures of people, that are there, but it's more, I'm not trying to sing, if I'm taking a picture of a single person, it's my girlfriend who's with me. It If I'm gonna take a picture and there's other people in there, then it's just usually that they're there because they're already there. I don't look to point a camera in somebody's face. Um, but it's just, and I guess when you think about it, also, there's how many, what are we at, billions of people now? I have to look up the number, but I mean, the entirety of the world population, and then see how many people of those people are doing street photography, and then how many of those people that are doing street photography are the type that get up in people's faces, and then you could probably figure out the percentage, your probability of actually bumping into somebody. And then too, you could be in the same town, but they're on the other side of the town, getting very close pictures of people that are out and about. So, like I said, I mean, maybe it's not so much that street photography is dead. It's just it's not. If you're into street photography, you're gonna see a lot more of it, and it's gonna, I guess, feel like there's a lot more street photography going on because you're looking for content in that area. Most people I see taking pictures on vacation, when I'm on vacation, they're taking pictures, like I said, of family, of the scenery. They're really not taking pictures that have people in it. I've even been in areas where, we'll be somewhere, and I'll have something in the alley will catch my eye, and we'll be walking down like the main path, and I'll dart off down this alley and hurry up and take this picture of something. And my girlfriend's like, What were you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I was getting a picture of that sign on the side of the building, or I was getting a picture of, the garbage cans down there because they look cool, or whatever it was, you know." And she's kind of just like, "Okay, whatever," But we both have different things that catch our interest when we're photographing things, and it adds for that that different vantage point, because it's like whenever we get back and we're looking at the photos, or whether it be stopping for lunch or a snack, and we just thumbing through the photos on the back of the camera, or whenever we get back to where we're staying or back home, and all the photos are getting uploaded and backed up on the computer and stuff, and it's like, "Oh, hey, did you see this? No, where was that?" It's stuff like that. So kind of curious what you guys take on it is. Is street photography dead? Do you see a lot of people doing street photography? you know and like I said, street photography in the sense, I guess, more of actually like getting, not just not street photography in the sense of like, just, oh, okay, here's the church on the corner, let me get a picture of that, but hey, here's the guy filleting fish, that where you're really getting up close and personal with your subject. Maybe not having an actual conversation, but you're getting in there, getting a photo, and maybe just getting out of there. So I'd be curious to see. And I mean, You know, if you want, you could put what if you want to put what city and it was in, like, New York, Houston, Los Angeles, something like that. Or if you just want to say, hey, I'm in the U.S. and there's a lot of people that do it or don't or whatever. I've traveled in the U.S. and there's a bunch. I see it all the time. You know, like I said, not talking about the people taking pictures of churches, but people that actually get in close and take pictures of their subject. So be curious to see what everyone's else's response, what all the responses are. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.